Chat. Go to chat just a second. Have patience. Bear with me. We're getting there. And then one more. So just to repeat Judy's words or to add to them, not that there's anything to add, but wow, when we're together, Judy, when we're together, all of us together, it gives me a big boost. It gives me a big simcha. And just to see whoever is on, Mitch, Mensha, Bachachana, Judy, it gives me a big joy to see your smiling faces. We're like no less than being up front in the front lines, because here we are learning Torah, here we are keeping our morale up, believing, wanting to believe in Hashem, wanting to believe that it's just you, Hashem. There's no Iran and there's no fighting and there's no bombs. They're there because it's for our bechira, for us to choose, like King David said, derech emuna bacharti. I choose the way of faith. I choose to believe in Hashem, that he's the one Hashem, ein od milvado. Remember the beautiful story of the, starts with a B, a big Rav, not that's not the B. He was a big Rav. If somebody could help me with his name, they were running away in World War II, and they were trying to go over the border. And he told his whole family, have in mind, because they had false passports, and they didn't want to get stuck, and they didn't want to go back to jail, and they didn't want to go back, God forbid, to the dangerous country. And so he said to them, have in mind strongly, ein od milvado. There's nothing other than Hashem, nothing other than Hashem. And they were going through, and all of a sudden the guard said, stop, pass, something of very scary, like passport. And he said, somebody's not feeling it strongly enough. Ein od milvado. And then he let him alone, and they went through. And as much as we could believe that, or at least want to believe that, like Doba teaches us a lot, through bitachon, haboteach b'Hashem chesed yisovevenu. King David says in Tehillim, the one who trusts in Hashem will be surrounded by chesed, have like a cloud of kindness around them. And remember the clouds in the desert? These were clouds. Cloud is a vapor, cloud is a gas, but these clouds kept out the sticks or the arrows of the Egyptians and protected the Jewish people in the desert. And so we're that generation. Today it's a generation of the same generation as the Jewish people of the desert. And just like the women in that generation helped us with their tremendous faith and fortitude and sticking to Hashem against all odds and believing he's going to bring it. He's going to bring the Gula. It looks very, very, very bad. There's a lot of suffering. Their babies were thrown in the river. And yet they said, no, we'll continue. We'll have a Jewish people. We will believe in Hashem. And we're the same women. We're their same neshamas. And it's you and you and you and me and all of us that are hanging on and bringing Mashiach with our faith and with our prayers. And we have these muscles, and we have to just take our faith muscles and exercise them. And how do we do that? Hamanti ki adabir. Again, a pasuk from Psalms, from Tehillim. How I believe by talking about it. The more I say Hashem is going to take care of us, the more Hashem is going to take care of us. And the more I believe it, the more it's going to happen. And so let's talk about it to each other, to ourselves, to the mirror, to anyone who will listen. I was so excited about something that I heard from Doba that got me so excited that I just grabbed anyone who I knew, and even people I didn't know. If you were on Rechov Yerushalayim that Friday, Mensha, I think I told you, it was a Friday 2 weeks ago, or it was a Sunday 2 weeks ago, yesterday before Shavuos. in 3 weeks. Anyway, it just tells us, it gets us excited. And the more we can talk about it, the more we'll feel it, and the more we'll live it, and the more it will happen. Because what is Hashem waiting for us to turn to him? Why does he give us tests? I don't know. There's many reasons, and Kabbalistic reasons, and you're all smarter than me to have more reasons, and you're more learned. And Vachachan, I'm sure you could help us with this. But one small thing I was thinking in my mind is that to say, my dear children, you have a choice. You could look at the news, and you could look how scary it is, and you could look how, impressive their weapons are, or you could look at me. I'm loving, I'm not scary. I'm very impressive. Hashem is very impressive, and I'm stronger than all of them. They're like less than a fly to me. So turn to me. In fact, somewhere in Medrash, it says Hashem does a seker, like he's skira. He's looking through the whole world. Who's going to look up to me? Who's going to turn to me and not to the forces of teva, of nature? Because the truth is, there's no nature in the world. Hashem plants the nature. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, the moon up and down, day and night. It seems very automatic. It seems very, well, that's nature. What else? And Hashem is behind the nature. Hashem is behind it also to show us, I'm in charge of the nature. I'm in charge of the sun and the moon, of the decisions, of the war. Hold on to me. Hang on. You'll be good. I'll take care of you, my dear daughters. I'll take care of you. And that's what we're trying to do. So thank you, Judy, for bringing us together to help each other to in Ritz Hashem, come to that. And another thing Hashem wants us very, very much, and I'm sure it comes natural for all of us, and it's in our hearts to pray and daven and care and feel for those who were hurt, for those whose homes were lost. You see them, their home is like rubble. And for, God forbid, those who lost loved ones' lives, friends, neighbors, family. And if only we could feel for them and daven for them. And, oh, I forgot to bring it. I'll be right back. I'm going to the other end. Hang on. Hang on. Hi. This is a book that I was praying from. It's called Likutei Tefilos. A Hasidic master wrote prayers, everyday prayers about what was going on in his life. Help me that, I can pay the rent because I don't have. Help me to buy chicken for Shabbos because I don't. At the moment, it's Thursday night. I don't have money. Help us to come close to Hashem and to sing your praises and to believe only in you. And I try to say around a half a page a day, which takes around 2 minutes. And I tried to. So I got up to this yesterday, and I thought it was so appropriate. I wanted to share. It says to Hashem, I'll read it in English. We should join in the tsaros of Israel, in the hardships of the Jewish people. Please help us to daven and supplicate and beg you always, every single day. Okay, we should all be safe. Mashiach should come. Everybody, we'll see you later with safety for all of us.